Good afternoon, you guys. I recently received a package and I didn't know what it was, so I thought, let me just open it with you guys. Alright, as you are watching me unbox the Dyson, I want to tell you a little bit about the model of the Dyson itself. This is the Dyson Airwrap Complete Long Diffuse. And so when I was talking about wanting a Dyson Airwrap, I was just mentioning it as a Dyson Airwrap, never a specific model, and my dad bought this as a gift for me for university. And so when I opened the box, I was really surprised not to see the second barrel, because generally in all of the Dyson Airwraps that I've seen, they had one thin and one thick barrel for hair curling, and I was like, okay, where is it? But when I did look it up, it just doesn't have it. Instead, it has this long toothed comb thing which lengthens and straightens your hair before actually blowing it out or straightening it. It is this specific attachment, and I have also seen it be used for newly done hair to give it volume, but generally it is used for curly or coily hair to actually like lengthen it and then to be able to straighten it easily and probably faster. And when I did look it up, I wasn't really sure if I should return this and get the complete long volumized one, but talking to my mom and also checking some reviews, I've seen that the thicker barrel doesn't really do anything, that the blowout brush doesn't do, and so it's pretty unnecessary, and that your hair ends up looking straight after a few hours. And talking to my mom as well, she said that it's probably better to have a volumizing attachment to help your hair look better and nicer and thicker. And so I decided that I will just keep this one. Let's see if it works out. And that was a few days ago, and today, as you can see, I have washed my hair, and today we're going to try to style my hair with the Dyson Airwrap. I have my mirror over here and we're going to see if it works. If you do have the Dyson Airwrap, I have a question for you. So right now it's on, right? But if I take this off and watch me as I put it back, it doesn't make any noise at all, but I know that it sat pretty well. And as you can see here, it is kind of locked. But is it supposed to make a noise, or is it just sitting in place silently? Let me know if there's something wrong with mine. I don't know if it's visible from there, but my hair is currently 90, maybe 85% dry, and this took less than 2 minutes, and I'm so incredibly impressed. Normally I let my hair air dry and it turns out so frizzy if I don't do anything to it. This taking 2 minutes is incredible, and I used medium heat and high airflow, and I started with medium airflow as well, but then I moved on to high airflow. I love it. It's incredible so far. Let's see if the styling works out. I saw people say that your hair needs to be like 90% dry, but then I saw people say that it should be 70% dry. So I'm just going to try and see. Also, disclaimer here, this is just my first impression of the machine and I don't know how to use it, and normally I don't do blowouts at home because I feel like it's way too much heat and it's just not needed. So I really don't know what I'm doing for sure. Take it with a grain of salt. Thank you. Okay, so I looked it up and it is pretty much what it does. Although I'm seeing some success with this one, I want to go in with this one as well. So there's this little thing that you twist. It should be the same direction as the side of your head. So if it's right, it should be right. Like that. I also saw someone say that you should like hold the curl a bit because it's still wear warm. Pretty good, I'm gonna say. Okay, so we are done with the actual air wrapping. This is my hair now. I'm using my hands because I'm just really scared to use a brush. My hair gets frizzy if I use a brush on it when it's dry, so we're just going to go in like this. This is my final result. I feel like it's pretty cute and I like the amount of volume that it has, but I have this attachment. I don't know what this is exactly called, but it is supposed to actually be used on curly or coily hair, and you're supposed to use it before a blowout or something, or maybe straightening your hair, where you kind of push it through to like lengthen your hair so that it's easier and faster to actually give yourself a blowout. But I also saw people trying to use it like so to give their hair volume. And to be honest, my point today was to actually try that one as well, but I actually am really satisfied with the amount of volume that my hair has right now. So I'm not going to try it, but maybe in another video I will use it. This took around 45 minutes, and yes, it is a lot. And people that are used to using the Dyson Airwrap say that it takes them like 20 minutes or maybe half an hour at max. But I was really struggling sometimes with this one because I was not used to it. Technically, it is pulling your hair by itself, but I was trying to move it sometimes. I was like, how do I, like it wasn't really coming naturally to me that I'm supposed to use it a certain way. But around the middle of it, I realized like, okay, maybe it's easier to like kind of pull it down like pulses. It really helped because I think it creates a little bit of tension so that it pulls the hair in correctly. I don't know, I really like it. I feel like, yeah. And also I have to mention that this is my hair with no products whatsoever because I have nothing but products to style my hair in the curly girl method thing that they call it. But I don't really do it in that way, but I use like leave-in conditioner and all that. And I wasn't sure if it would be good to use it here because I was drying my hair with the thing as well. But so far, again, like really impressed with it. I really like it. Sometimes I did feel an extreme amount of heat on my head, especially around here. I was like, it's burning. But again, I feel like it was just not using it properly. I didn't know what kind of sections I needed and all that, but I think, yeah, I really like it. I really do like it. And now, unfortunately for me, it has been a while, so I have to go and cook dinner.